Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4, and we are at the Classic Car Show 2023. Just like in the past, and just like you might imagine, this is a big event. We got great crowds, we got amazing cars, definitely something to see. And so we're going to go check out some of those cars right now. All right, we're here with Pete, who's got an amazing looking car. Pete, and I know you've got a couple cars here. Let's get this one first. What car are you showing today?
Today is a 1931 J. Duesenberg Durham Tourister. The Tourister is for the little windshield in the back. They produced 8 of these cars, and I bought off a gentleman from New Jersey that owned it since 1969. He passed away, so I bought it off the family, and then I drove the car a few times and just totally restored it. It took 6 years to restore it.
Well, obviously you did an amazing job with it. See, 1930, is that what you said?
1931, yeah.
1931. What would it have cost in 31? Because this isn't a regular person car here, right?
Right. This car, brand new, 1931, cost $18,000.
Oh my gosh.
Just the way basically it sits right now. This is kind of the way it looked in 31.
That's incredible, 18,000, 1931. Well, beautiful car. Thank you for bringing it and show it today. Again, another reason you need to come down and check out the Classic Car Show. You have another car here, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, I have a 1930 V16 Cadillac convertible.
All right, well, hey, let's go check out that Cadillac then. All right, thanks,
nice.
Pete. All right, we're here with Pete again, and his second car at the show, and this is an amazing, again, I thought the first one was amazing. No, this is even more amazing. What car are you showing here, Pete?
This is a 1930 Cadillac V16. The 16 is for 16 cylinders. It was a production of 10 cars, a limited production. It's a double-digit production, but a lot of cars back then were single-digit production. They'd make 3 cars or they'd make 6 cars. So, and very, very expensive when they were built, you know.
I'll bet. How about the restoration of this? How did that happen?
I bought it just the way it is. I bought it out of Paris, France. A friend of mine restored it in 2000, and he sold the car to a guy in Milan, Italy. And then he passed away and it went to Paris, France, so I bought it at Sotheby's auction in Paris, France.
Thank you for
3 years ago.
Thank you for bringing it to Palos.
Oh, man, thank you. I appreciate it. This is fun. Thank you.
So you got some great cars here, and I'm guessing you've shown them in other car shows and competition. How have you done?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did real well, especially the car. I sold Clive Kessler with Isata Francini and won Best of Show at Concours Elegance at Amelia Island. And won first at Concours Elegance at St. John, and won first at Concours Elegance at Meadowbrook. So quite a few shows. I'd live for it.
So congratulations. That's quite a portfolio you're putting together there. Well, hey, Pete, thank you for showing your cars at Palos. They're obviously beautiful. And again, another reason people got to check this out. Thanks again. Congratulations.
My pleasure.
Have fun tonight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I found Mayor Strauss. I had to grab a minute with him. Mayor Palos Heights here, thank you for taking a minute to talk with us. Mayor, can you talk to us about, I mean, there's an incredible crowd here, more cars than I think I remember seeing in recent past even. What does this event mean to Palos Heights?
Well, it gives people two things. The residents come out and get to reacquainted with each other in many cases. Sometimes, quite frankly, they see each other once a year at the car show. I mean, so it's they come out of their houses after the winter and come out and enjoy the day. And then also it gets a new group of people here, the out-of-towners that come. And there are quite a few, I have to say. I walked through here, number of people I don't recognize, and some recognize me, some don't, but it's important. But the main thing is they get exposed to the city of Palos Heights. They see what we have here, the restaurants that are here. The main when we started this was to bring exposure to all the new restaurants that were coming into town, and that's what really this does in many cases. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. When I look at the food, the restaurants that are serving and the lines, and I think you captured a really interesting element to this thing, that it's a Palos event, and walking around, and I live in the community too, and I see people we know and our neighbors and people live down the street, and obviously there's a lot of people here I don't recognize, and yet everybody's come together. We get to visit, and everybody gets together and have a great time.
Well, one of the benefits of living in Palos, we have big, long lots and wide lots, so many times you don't see your neighbors a lot of times, or else you wave to them as they go by in the car, and that's about it. So here, you get face to face with your neighbor and they get to talk. So
you're not sharing that little alley or breezeway. I noticed you have in your hand a plaque.
Yes.
What's going on tonight with the plaques?
Each of the aldermen and myself were given an award to give out to the car that we picked when we like as our favorite. So that's what we're going to do as we do it. And we've done this every year, and people really get excited. Last year I gave it to some lady from Blue Island, and she was overwhelmed the fact that she won the award. So they don't come out for an award, but if they get something, it makes it just an added bonus to coming out and being here, and maybe they'll come back. That's the kind of thing.
Well, it's cool. I like it. So there are awards out there. You and the aldermen are doing that. Mayor Strauss, thank you very much for taking a minute. I'm going to let you enjoy this because there's too much fun going on here.
A lot of people.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Have fun tonight.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
I'm here with Alderman Jeff Key, and Jeff, obviously we have a great crowd. Classic Car Show 2023, it's obviously off to a great start. How long has Palos Heights had the Classic Car Show?
Yeah, it's a real source of pride. This is the 20th anniversary car show, and I've been on the city council for over 12 years, so this is my 13th show. I feel like I've been doing it a long time, and really the people that organize it have been doing it for 7 more than I have. So it's fantastic. And, originally when the committee put together the show is to have an activity during the summer that we can, bring a bunch of people down to the business district of Palos Heights and use our restaurants and all that stuff. And there's probably going to be over 400 cars showing, and there's probably going to be 4,000 people here tonight looking at all the cars, and they are beautiful. I mean, if you've never been here, even in the future years, come out and take a look at these cars. They're absolutely, someone's got a passion for this because it takes a lot of time and energy and stuff, and they've done a beautiful, beautiful job.
Absolutely true, and you're right. I can feel the crowd. We're still early in the night, so if you're missing 2023, make sure you're here for 2024. And you're right, big crowd, beautiful cars. Thanks very much, Jeff. Have a great evening. Enjoy it. There's obviously great food here and a lot of cool cars to check out.
All right.
Have fun tonight. We'll see you. All right, we've got another incredible car here. Barry, you want to tell us what car you're showing and also how you got it?
Well, it's a 1927 Nash Special 6 two-door sedan, very rare. It's a complete car, and the other car that's complete is located in Anchorage, Alaska, and it's green where mine is blue. And the reason this happened is that when people were selling the spare parts to Japan or China, whoever was buying it when Obama was president, they cleaned out their garages, and now a fender, instead of being $80, is $480 or more if you can get them. So I belong to 2 Nash clubs and the Lamont Classic Car Club, just so I can talk about parts, get parts.
I would say finding parts has got to be a challenge. How about, I'm going to ask, I see you got 2 flags flying. I'm not guessing when it was in 1927, it was a Sox fan riding around this car.
Right, I've been a Sox fan forever.
What about, but you did give me a little tip. So the car is for sale right now.
Yes.
You want to tell us why it's on the market?
I've owned it for 13 years. I've gone through the car, put a lot of money into it in terms of keeping it, maintaining it, because old cars leak, squeak, and break down. So I have to keep after her all the time. But the reason I'm selling it is because my 2 grandsons don't want it. It's not fast enough for them. You know, it's usually those 35 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour maybe. I've had it going faster than that, but you know, it's got mechanical brakes, and they are not like hydraulic. It's a lot of work and a lot of leg pressure to stop the car. She weighs 3,200 pounds.
I'm going to tell you, as a parent, I think I would like my kids to have a car that only goes 35, 40 miles an hour. That sounds pretty good to me. We're not cruising around. No, you can drive this car and safe. Hey, Barry, thank you. This is a cool-looking car. Thank you for showing it, and have a good one tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Thanks, Dan.
All right, we got another classic car behind us here. I'm with owner Rob. Rob, what car are you showing today?
This is a 1974 Dodge Dart Swinger.
I love the name. You got a lot going on there. How long have you had the car, and how'd you get it?
So I got the car last year in September, and I was actually going to a guy's house in Tinley Park to get some parts for another car that I have. And this car was sitting in the lot at a dealer, and I was with my brother at the time, and I says, "Oh, we're stopping here after we're done with this guy. We're going over here to get to look at this car." And went in, talked to the guy, made a deal, and that's that.
I'm hoping it's a good deal because that's an incredible looking engine and the car itself. And you mentioned so it sounds like you collect cars. You got a couple others. What are the others you have?
So I have a '66 Dodge Charger that I'm working on right now that has a 2009 6.1 Hemi in it. And then I have a '67 Dodge Coronet RT that's in storage right now. And then the Dart here.
So are you doing some of the restoration work yourself, or a portion of all of it?
As much as I can. Being disabled, it's a little hard to do some things. My brother helps me out a whole lot. And yeah.
To me, that sounds kind of like a fun, brother project.
Yeah.
Get to spend time together. Well,
he's got a couple cars too, and I help him when I can. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Well, Rob, thank you for showing your car. Thank you for showing it at Palos, and have fun tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you in the future, huh?
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely.
All right. Take care, Rob. Thank you. right, we got another amazing looking car behind us here. We're with owner Mike. Mike, what car are you showing?
This is a 1967 Camaro that I've owned it for 44 years. And the paint job that's on it now is a candy yellow over pearl white by Louis Trench. 38 years I've had this paint job on this car.
That's incredible. I mean, to have it that long and to maintain it, like, you want to talk about, like, you've done restoration or you've done work on this car. This is your project, right?
When I first got this car, it had the wheels sticking out, no chassis, a little 6-point roll bar in it. We took it all apart, put a full chassis on it, put all brand new body panels on it in 1983. And then I showed it from 83 until like 87. I was class champion in 85. I was in the top, I was number 8 in the top 10 of the Great Lakes Division ISCA, and I've been racing it. I raced it for 25 years straight. Now I'm driving it because it's cheaper. But yeah, I've done just about everything. I've been on 79 magazines with 14 covers and center spread, so I've done a lot with it.
I was say, this car's got a lot on its resume, and you were telling me earlier, and you got to tell us, so now you're driving like a regular car. I'm imagining, a parent, I have kids myself, taking kids for this, going to the store. Have you done that with them?
Yes, back in 03, I got hurt at work, so I was off for a while. When I got back, going a couple years later, I knew it was going to be too expensive to go racing, so I put mufflers on it, street tires, license plates, and insurance. I was taking my kids to school. I tell you, all the stuff I've ever done with that was probably the coolest thing ever because the looks they got was just amazing.
I can imagine pulling up to a school from everybody, from kids to the adults. They're like, oh my gosh.
The bus with their hands in the windows like this. It was great, because that's just the way. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, and I love the history of the car because it's done everything from racing to regular driving to chauffeuring. The parenting stuff.
My son's going to be 21 in August. He's got a ZL1 that's right behind us now. We just went to the drag strip with him the other day running mid-11s, and I was laughing because we drove it all the way there with the air on and the music bumping, drove it all the way home and ran 11s at 50s all day, and I'm like, you know how fast this is? And he's mad because it ain't fast enough. I'm like, so, he wants to race with this car, but I don't know, we're going to wait a little bit because it costs too much money to go racing right now, so if the bag fills back up, maybe we'll take it out and let him take it.
Well, it is a sharp-looking car. Mike, thank you for showing it. I hope to see you in the future. Good luck with it, whether it's chauffeuring it or getting it on a track again, whatever you do with it.
Thank you. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm 64. I'll be around for a while. So.
Awesome. Take care, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, we got another classic car here. You got to check this one out. We're here with the owner, Paul. Paul, what car are you showing here today?
It's a 1955 210 sedan Resto Mod.
And how long have you had it, and what about the restoration of it?
It's been in the family since 1985. Just recently restored. Life kind of gets in the way, right? With children and tuition and weddings and stuff like that. So my oldest son pushed me to get this thing done. And this is what you see right here. And the best time is the grandkids, right? They go for a ride. It's great. It's great.
I was going to say, taking the grandkids for a ride in this has got to be fun, and fun for them too, I think.
And they all say the same thing, right? You get them in there, belts, put the seat belts on, and as soon as I leave the house, the first thing out of their mouth is, faster, can you go faster? We want to go faster.
What about, do you let them eat or drink in the car?
No.
No.
Nope, sorry. Even though it's leather, I try not to let them eat in the car. So, and that's okay too. I mean, if they did, then it's fine, right?
Yeah. But they're having fun going for a ride.
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. And the three that are here today, their father's also a car guy. So they're kind of used to that whole car thing.
And you said your dad had cars. So, I mean, this is a generational thing going now. You, your dad, your son.
Correct. I grew up around cars. My dad raced a 35 Ford. I grew up around that, right? The smell of gasoline and oil and race cars and stuff. And then I had cars when I was dating my wife. And when we started having children, my kids grew up around my cars, right? So they're kind of car guys too. And now hopefully the grandkids, you know, 4 girls and 4 boys, 3 boys and 1 on the way. Hopefully they'll be car people. Right?
So you sound like a tremendous inspiration to them.
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
Well, hey, Paul, thank you. It's a great looking car. Looks amazing. Another reason you got to check out, if you're missing 23, check out 24, Classic Car 24. Thanks, Paul. Have a good one tonight. Thank you. Thank you. All right, hey, we are catching a car. This car especially had like a perfect moment. We got the sun on it, and the paint on this, the colors are amazing. Rich, what car are you showing here?
It's a 1948 Mercury convertible, and actually just got it back about a week ago. So
So you got it a week ago, but you've actually owned it for a while, right? And how did you? What happened that you just got it back a week ago?
I bought it about 4 years ago and drove it for 2 months, and then realized all the electrical was bad and everything underneath. So we just lifted off the body and the frame with the paint and rebuilt the car from scratch. It's now been about 3.5 years, and it is now comprised of about 10 cars and 1 boat part.
I love it. I mean, it's like the true, like the bionic car here. You've got multiple things going. How does it ride? How do you like driving it?
It rides like a dream, finally getting used to it instead of nervous with everybody kind of getting too close to it, but I love it. It's fun to finally have it and drive it.
Well, it's a beautiful looking car. Thanks for bringing it to the car show. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride while you got it back fresh, huh? Hey, have fun here.
You got it. Thank you very much.
All right, we got another incredible car behind us here. We're talking, we've got a little bit of a family thing going on. Victor and his daughter, your daughter's name?
Ashley.
Ashley, how you doing, Ashley? So Victor, what car are you showing here? And then maybe tell us, maybe how you got it and the restoration involved in it.
Okay, I bought this truck like 12 years ago, and I do the restoration like 10 years ago with the original colors, and I do everything for my daughter.
For your daughter?
Yeah, for my daughter. Yeah.
I'd say that's a beautiful gesture. How is it? Is it fun to drive? What's it like driving it?
Yeah, it's fun to drive, like the old times.
Oh, yeah?
I love the old times. Yeah.
So Ashley, you've gone for riding this car?
Yes, I have.
All right, so you've restored it for her, you said. Does that mean someday it gets passed on?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Pretty soon?
Yeah,
Ashley, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
12? Does that mean she's going to get to drive this in a few years?
Maybe next year. Maybe.
Well, in the very least, when you turn 16, there's a driver's license, and oh my gosh, I think there are a lot of people in high school who are going to be crazy jealous of you driving this car. Well, I hope you get that chance to have fun. It's a beautiful looking car, and I love that you get to pass it on to your daughter. So have fun tonight. Thank you for showing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What kind of car?
Oh, this is a Chevy 69, C1069, 1969.
Okay. All right. 1969. Yeah. Amazing looking car. Victor, thank you. Ashley, thank you. Have fun tonight, and look forward to driving this someday. All right, I'm here with Austin, and again, we've got another, obviously there are a ton of one-of-a-kind cars here, and this is truly one-of-a-kind. Austin, what are you showing today?
This is a 2019 Power Chassis Race Cars Rear Engine Dragster. We compete in the top dragster category and a lot of Quick 16 and Quick 8 shootout races all over the Midwest.
Wow, and how about you? How long have you had this car?
We've had this car since 2019, about 50 passes on it so far. Still a pretty new thing, still learning about it and doing pretty well so far.
Do you do some of the work on it too, whether engine work or any body work on it, anything?
Little bit of like basic maintenance between races, between rounds at races, and general repairs of very minor scale.
All right, so then I've got two questions coming up for you. Do you have a race coming up? And if you do, what is it? What's next?
We do. We have a race this Saturday at US 41 in Morocco, Indiana. It'll be a Quick 16 shootout. And then we have a bigger race in August coming up, the 24th to the 26th at Cordova, Illinois, at Cordova Dragway.
All right, well, good luck. And then I'm going to ask, how fast can you go?
Fast as I can. We're going to try it all.
All right, well, good luck in those races, Austin. Cool looking car. Thank you for sharing your car today.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, well, we're about to call a wrap on the 2023 Classic Car Show in Palos Heights. It's been a fantastic evening, amazing cars, big variety, all kinds of cool vehicles to check out, wonderful crowd. I definitely encourage you, so if you missed it this year, make sure you try and find us in 2024. Nothing like the Palos Heights Classic Car Show. This is Dave Warsaw. You're watching PHTV4 at the Classic Car Show. Thank you for watching.